Here we go. And I think we're in. So, welcome to command class. I sat down with Curtis here and we were talking about clearing cookies and cache. So, real quick, I'm just going to go over a little thing, and I do put all this on YouTube. So, if all my command classes are on there, so if there's anything you want, I might direct you there because we've probably covered some of this stuff before. But I feel like there's only so many features that we could go over at so many times. So I was hoping that we'd have more people in here so you can get more questions and answers and use it as an open forum to kind of troubleshoot people's problems. Yeah. So if you have anything specifically that you'd like to know, I will be happy to go over it with you today.
I'll try to count for 5 people here.
Huh?
I said I'll try to count for 5.
Yeah. But real quick, for command specifically, we are looking at, hold on a second. Command should definitely be used inside of a Chrome browser. That is the best browser to use for Chrome at the current time.
I'm using Firefox still. I know I'm probably outdated.
Firefox, yeah. I didn't even know that was still around.
Somebody told me about it in 2003, and I just stuck with it.
Yeah. That can cause issues when you're in command and you're trying to use that, because it's not optimized. Chrome, I mean, it is built in Chrome.
I haven't noticed anything yet, but
okay. Well, that's good. Yeah. If you can, I mean, that's fine. If it's working for you, it's working for you.
So far, but
Yes. So going for clearing out your cookies and your cache, that is going to help keep your Chrome settings, good, and not your command system clean of any updates, past updates that they've done that are no longer maybe outdated now, that sort of thing. So you go into your settings here, and you go into your privacy and security, clear browsing data, and then you have browsing history, cookies, other site data, and cached images. Those are really the only two that you really need to worry about: cookies and other site data and cached images. And then if you go to advanced, there's a bunch of other options, but I don't think that you ever need to really go there. So it's typically the best to do that, and then it will usually log you out of command. I bet it's going to log me, yeah. So I've been logged out. But that's going to, help keep the, it's going to help keep your browser free of old code that has maybe been overwritten and keep you up fresh. So, what are you having issues with, Mr. Brian?
So far, so good. I figured out how to do the email, the mass email that I was asking about a couple weeks ago.
Yep.
So that worked out pretty well for your advice. And last week was kind of crazy, so I haven't really devoted too much
Okay.
time, to be honest. But,
Yeah, that's okay. Well, let me see if I can. We'll see. Usually I get a couple of people who watch from home. Today is Tuesday, right? Mm-hmm. And it's only 10:10, so most people would be showing up right now. So we'll see if we can get a couple more people in here. Let's go in. I feel like some people have been having problems with designs. If you click on the red KW here, it'll give you it'll pop out the name, so you don't have to look for things if you want. I created the Sycamore Rocks video, and I use that as a ad on Facebook, and I feel like that's been getting really good lead gen from. You can click on the new button, click on video, and then you can search for any neighborhood that is in here. So I looked for Sycamore Rocks. If you wanted to do, let's just say I think we already did Spring Valley Lake. What's another neighborhood up here? Let's see, Desert Knolls. So Desert Knolls in Apple Valley, boom. Hit next. Now, I definitely recommend that you go through and look at your stats in the MLS first, because these stats are not always accurate. It's pulling from different things, and I feel like it includes land and commercial. It pulls from every real estate source possible. So look up your stats for Desert Knolls, the area that you want to focus on, and then put your average price in there, put your average price per square foot, days on the market. I mean, 200 days on the market. Desert Knolls is not that slow of a market. Like, come on. So, and 5 homes for sale, like that's definitely inaccurate. Fitness-oriented, healthy foods, shopping for Desert Knolls. I don't feel like that is also very, I don't know where they're pulling these stats from, but I feel like while it is not accurate and I feel like the default stuff that goes in there isn't right, I feel like you can customize it to make sure that it is accurate and make sure that you have that data available. I did the same thing with Sycamore Rocks, Sycamore Rocks area, and the stats were kind of close, but most of it only had 5 homes for sale also, but there were over 100 homes for sale. And the average days on market said 150 days, but the average days on market in reality was 15 to 20.
Probably land's like sitting there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, so I would definitely look those things up. I'm going to use their stuff here, but you can add you can add your own keywords here. So just say dog lovers. Oh yeah, you can only have 3. So shopping, probably not one. We don't have a lot of shopping in Desert Knolls.
Is that in Bear Valley or like Yucca?
I think it's more of the Yucca Loma area. So there's not a whole lot of shopping there. I mean, yeah, I mean, unless you count, Walmart or,
Gas station.
Yucca Loma, Highway 18, and Apple Valley Road,
yeah.
east from that.
So we'll put dog lovers there. Usually our people walking their dogs in there, and then I'd say friendly community and healthy foods. That's fine. That's good. Average days on market, we're just going to go with the 40. We'll just put 50 homes for sale. So that's pretty much it. Your agent information, this pulls from your marketing profile. You can update everything as you go there, and then your market center information is all there. So it'll take about 10 seconds to do the video. I did run into a problem a couple times where it took a while to make the video, and it took longer than 10 seconds, and also took me about 27 times to go through the process before it finally took. But
Quick question, unrelated to this. For a website, are there templates in Command also to go build your website?
oh, look, it did it. That's great. No.
Or is that in?
No, for the website, it's in your consumer tab here. And what you'll do is you'll go down either to configure your site, or you can go up to site apps and settings. I don't know if you've been through the Kelly guide.
No.
Okay. So what you're going to do is when you go through this Kelly guide, it ends up taking you to your site pages, and it's going to create you these 3 pages for you: About Me, About Us, and a Contact Us page. And it'll walk you through all the things that you need to do.
And it'll walk me through connecting it to my existing domain and all that stuff?
No. Right now, you only get to choose your so you're going to use your agent site. I'll show you this real quick. You can create a subdomain of the KW. So mine is listingguruca.kw.com. I own listingguruca.com through Google or whatever, and I just have it forwarded, my domain forwarded to this subdomain.
Because I have a curtishhurst.com through GoDaddy,
Yes.
so I just have to forward that to that.
Yeah, you'll just forward it. So you can just make curtishurst.kw.com, and then that will be your subdomain or whatever.
But I'll just leave the Curtis Hurst link on all my other crap. You can click on that and forward straight.
It's just forward straight to
And
that.
then I build it in here.
Yeah, you build it in here, but you're going to forward it through your GoDaddy domain settings. Yeah, and then it'll walk you through choosing your subdomain, and then your marketing profile. All of these little drop-down arrows are something you're going to have to go through and put all of your information in, your bios and everything. So you'll need to have like your bios ready, kind of like, prepared. And then I saw, on your profile, it was pretty good. So you just copy and paste from there. You'll need to have your pictures that you want to use, your headshot. We have the Market Center logo that you can use. I can email that to you if you don't know where to find it. I can do that for you. And if you have your own logo, because like I use my logo in the team logo spot, and then I use the Market Center logo in the Market Center logo area. But I just use my own because I have my own Brian Collins ruler.
Sure.
I just put that in the team one so that it shows up everywhere as well. And then you'll just go through this and you can just follow all the things, and you can change all of this text, and you can change this picture, and it'll tell you like right here, recommended size 1200 by 1200 for the hero pictures. Now,
Can I put video up there as well?
not yet, not on the hero pictures. There's different spots where you can. This is the website's pretty basic lead gen. I mean, it's it's a pretty basic website. Once you have it built, your main web page here. This is what you get for clearing the cookies in the cache. The main website here is, just a pretty basic, search for homes, lead gen form here, and then information down here at the bottom. And then you have different pages. So I've got.
Can I add additional pages?
Yeah, you
For
can.
example, on mine, I have like preferred vendors, I have
Yeah.
stuff like that on mine.
So.
Links to my lender, links to home insurance.
Yeah, that's good. So I'm gonna quit out of this because I don't want to save it on mine. So when you go in here, when you create a site, you have two options. You can create a page on your agent site that becomes a page in your, on your website, or you can create standalone pages. So you can create unlimited landing pages, and this is where I feel like, especially for someone who's, if you're coming in or whatever, like these are, tools that are very easy to use. So like for this one right here. I created a landing page just for my listing on Teo. It pulls straight from all the listing information, and this is only like 3 drag and drops, to build all this. Because all of this here so far, this is all just the listing that you pull in. So that's 1 drag and drop, and then you have a lead capture form, which is a drag and drop, and then I drag and drop my YouTube video on there, and then. It has its own, it has its own URL, so you can take that, and I create a subdomain from my domain name. So I just do 16300teo.listingguru.com, and then I just have that subdomain forwarded to this landing page, so I don't have to remember what this pages.kw, Brian Collins, whatever. After I have this complete, I create the subdomain forwarding. And then that way I can just say, oh, if you want to know about this house, go to 16300teo.listingguru.ca.com. It's just easy to remember. And that is managed through your domain provider. I have the same thing set up for sharing my app. I have an app subdomain. It's just app dot and then my webpage. So subdomains are really fun and easy to use.
Does KW have an app also for agents? I mean, I know they used to, but.
No.
Keller Williams as an option for a brokerage?
Hi.
Because I will tell you right now, Keller Williams brought over
I
the
know.
top agent from Caldwell Banker last year, and he took all of the people with him, all the people that were in his brokerage, they took them with him. Have you thought about considering Keller Williams as a brokerage?
So oblivious. I love her to death, but oblivious as a mule. So anyways, yeah. Hi. So landing pages are great. You can use those as standalone pages for your listings. That's weird. Where'd that come from? And then you have your agent site pages. So review capture. See, everybody. Maybe I need to create a new one. We have the ability now to, on your agent site, to capture testimonials. So they don't require any sort of login or anything. So you should be able to, if you have a place, you don't really have we don't have an import tool for the testimonials, but you can copy and paste them from everywhere and just put them onto your website, as, whatever's, and if you got them from Yelp or whatever. Also, this is a testimonial page. I know you've never really, have you played with, you haven't gone through, so you haven't played with any of these things. So when you're building a page, a custom page like this, you have all of these different widgets. You have your team information, your agent profile, contact form, company profile. Okay, now there's a download my app, that's brand new. Little widget or whatever. And then, so you just drag and drop these, wherever you want. And, oh, come on. I can't tell if I'm at the bottom or not. Did it not drag? Oh, it went to the top. You can just drag and drop them wherever you want, and then when you're done dragging and dropping, getting them laid out the way you want them to, you can configure the widgets, and then that's where you can edit all of the little boxes and text and everything. So for the testimonials list, and you enter a headline, and then intro text. What you want, like for the testimonials, you can choose the fields that you want to have there. And then if you already have some that are imported, there's a carousel that you can browse the testimonials and select which ones you want to show up on the testimonials. And unfortunately right now that's not an automated thing. You have to, once they're inputted on the form, then you have to go in and manually select each one that you want to show up. So as you get them, you'll have to re-edit the widget and go in and recheck the new ones that came in, that sort of thing. There is also I don't know if it's this mouse or what. I'm going to get out of here and not save this. If you want to create just an agent site page, basically it's a blank thing, but you have all these other things like a content blocks, which you can include an image or a link blocks or a text. What is cool about the text box is once you have your text here, you can copy and paste HTML code into there and it will populate from another widget. So if you have like a Yelp widget that you want to have your Yelp reviews on, you can copy and paste the HTML code into there. They have HTML generators, so if you want things to be, you can go online onto an HTML generator, build the page out how you want it to be with links from other things, blah, 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 and then it'll generate the code, you copy and paste it into here, and then it'll show up just like it was there. Yeah, and it becomes a page on your website. So these are things that I've just come to find out that this is available to us to be able to use, and I love HTML, so it's something that I plan on working with a lot as soon as I have like 5 minutes to myself that I can actually do this. So that's basics, for pages. Do you guys have any questions about command? Anything that you're not seeing or want to see or have trouble using? Well, you should definitely get in there and play with it a little bit.
I've been having trouble with neighborhoods.
Okay.
Some of my emails stopped going out, and I'm not sure why.
If they're subscribed to multiple neighborhoods, I know that that's a problem right now. It can only be, you can only have one neighborhood per customer right now. So you typically want to put the neighborhood where they're currently living, and not unless for a fact that this is where they're looking to buy.
See, and that's
You
what
can
I was
choose that
wondering,
neighborhood.
because they had 2 areas that they were looking, so I put those 2 areas in.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
but
Right.
no, I did have one where recently that I put in just where they were living, and he said I never got my email.
I noticed that most of mine, I set myself up on a neighborhood drip, on one of the neighborhood monthly ones, or whatever, and it just went into spam, like it went to the junk folder.
I'll tell him to check that. I know I'm not getting mine.
Yeah, and like once I found where they were, I feel like I moved it to the inbox, and I deleted it from junk. Now I get them every 2 weeks.
I'm gonna check my spam and see if that's what happened.
Yeah.
I set mine up for Gmail, it doesn't, it didn't go to spam.
Yeah, I set mine up. Well, I set mine up for.
Here we go.
Well, you know what though? Mine forwards to my because in iCloud it went to junk,
Oh, okay.
but it's set up as a forward from a Gmail account, which the Gmail account got the thing, but when it forwarded it to iCloud, iCloud was like, no, that's not going to
Oh,
work.
okay.
So that's what it was.
Texting.
Hmm.
When people are texting back to me,
Yes.
I'm getting the notifications on Kelly.
Yeah.
At first I wasn't getting them at all, but I'm getting them on Kelly. But I can't open up the thread to then respond to them unless I go back into command, and I'm not able to get, right now I'm not able to get command to open up on my phone, so I'm not being able to respond quickly.
Hmm.
Have you had any luck with that?
You got to be able to get into command.
Huh?
You have to be able to get into command. That's the only way right
Okay,
now.
so I'll work on that, and if I have any trouble, may I make an appointment with you?
I mean, yeah, I don't, there's not much. I mean, when you log into, you use the browser on your phone, like your Chrome browser on your phone,
Yeah.
or because if you're using the Chrome browser on your phone, it should be fine. Because you have to get into there, and then yeah, there's really.
I used to be able to open command up directly from Kelly, and at this point, it's just not even opening up from Kelly. So I don't know if that's an issue with. Do I need to just go into it not from Kelly? Because you know how you can from Kelly you can select open command.
I've never tried to do that.
Okay, because that's what I was doing was opening it through Kelly.
Yeah.
And that's the way I'd always done it, and it's not opening right now. So just try through the Chrome browser.
Yeah, just go to agent.kw.com from your Chrome browser and do that.
Right
Kelly's really great at notifying you when you get the notification, and it's great. But other than that, Kelly is a notification tool.
Okay.
So
Okay,
just
that's good to
if
know.
you just have that expectation, then Kelly works great.
Great. That's good to know. Thank you.
Yeah.
Because I think that'll help.
Yeah, so if you hook up your command to your Twilio account, Twilio costs about 0.007 cents per text message sent and received. It's more for calls and MMS, but you should be able to communicate with your clients through command, through a local phone number. It costs about $1 a month for that.
Do you know if Twilio offers a find phone numbers service or like a cold call dial service? Does it do any of that?
I don't think so. No, you're talking about like a dialer,
Yeah.
like so it just automatically dials people, and
I don't know if it does that. Have you ever used one of those?
I've never used one of those.
Have you ever done, you know how people can look up phone numbers for expires and stuff?
Mhm.
Have you ever done that? And
I mean, I use in the past I've used Spokio.
Spokio?
Yeah, it's a website that I think it's like $30 every 6 months or something like that. It's about $60 a year,
Making a note.
and they got they are pretty good about finding names, email addresses, and phone numbers for people that if you're looking for. If you have an address for somebody, and when I'm trying to look up land, when people go, oh, I really want to buy this land, can you find the owner for me?
I have that right now.
So I feel like that's usually how I do it. It'll give you quite a few options, and then I take those options and I just email everybody.
Oh, okay, so it'll even give you emails and stuff too.
Yeah, it gives you everything.
That's like amazing.
Yeah,
Spokio
Spokio.
with, Spokeo.
Hmm. Yep, that's it. I'd really like to know what this last 4% on my test contact is. No. I have everything in here. I wonder if I just need no, I got a birthday, got an anniversary, maybe a mailing address. I don't know. Missing 4% on this contact. They're on a SmartPlan. Maybe they're not in an opportunity. If I create an opportunity at all. Let's just say Johnny Tester's a buyer. Budget, we'll call it 300. 3%. Nope, still 96%. Now he's ruining my stats. Huh. All right, well, I mean, if nobody else has anything else, I feel like I know, there's a million things we can go through. Tasks are great for keeping up on the things you need to do so you don't have to remember what you need to do. You can create a task inside the task folder here, or you can create a task straight from a contact. So that way you remember, there's exactly whatever you need to do with that contact. Oh, good. Okay, that's annoying.
I need command to have like a alarm function where it can wake me up at like 5:30. Get on your stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
So you create tasks straight from your contact of when you're in there. When you've contacted this person, you can figure out what you're doing. The touches, these are activities that you can add per contact. So you can say that you made a call, a text, a note, write a description. If they have responded, this will kick them off of certain smart plans. So if they're a lead that comes in, you put them on a smart plan, and then you get a hold of them or whatever. You don't want that smart plan to keep bothering them, and it's generic, so it'll say, hey, like I haven't talked to you, or I missed your call, or something like that, and they're like, you talked to me yesterday, like what are you talking about? So you should be able to click this box, and it should kick them off of smart plans that require further touches. Smart plans, have you ever looked at any of the smart plans there? Those are the automated features. These are really cool. There's a lot of, in the library here, there's a lot of ones that are already pre-built for you. There's like a home anniversary, a birthday, a promote my app, open house follow-up. So if you get a bunch of leads from an open house, you put them into your command contacts and then add them to your open house follow-up or whatever, and then they get touched 7 touches. There's 15 steps. You can look at all the steps. And then when you add these to your library, which I already have them all added here, this is where they show up. And then you have options over here. Some of them you're able to edit the steps that you're taking. You can add contacts from here. You can copy it, which will duplicate it, and then you can modify it so that it's a little bit different. I created a couple of them. Like this is my Facebook buyer ad leads. So when I get a Facebook buyer ad contact that comes into my command, I have these, I put them on here. So right away, it'll send a text message from my Twilio account, and it says, first name, thanks for clicking my Facebook ad. Did you find what you're looking for? My app is available for you to find and save your favorite homes at app.buyerguru, whatever. So I have all that stuff set up, and then it delays one day. Then it sends an email with same thing basically, but just an email. 1 day delay, and then after that, it goes to my 8x8 plan. So it'll move it automatically from there. So they get 2 touches, and then it kicks them into the 8x8.
Okay. And you can build these custom ones
Yep.
as well?
Yeah, that's something that's been pretty new here. You can just create one, just custom, and then they're working on the different triggers, because right now the only trigger event is that you have to add them to the smart plan. That's the only trigger. But eventually they're going to have it so that if a contact comes in, like say whatever, and then you go in, all you have to do is add a tag, and it says like, oh, Facebook ad lead. Then Smart Plans goes, oh hey, this one is just tagged Facebook Smart Lead or Facebook ad lead. We're going to add it to the Facebook ad lead, Smart Plan, and it's going to be a little bit more automated as it goes around. But
Is there a plan in the future to tie these in with some of those bots so they can, when somebody goes in and they add themselves as a lead, they can say, hey, thanks for reaching out, whatever. You can have a brief conversation with a bot before it gets to you? Chat box.
yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's a good suggestion, though. I feel like they probably will. You can go, it's ideas.kw.com. Everybody who's, a Keller Williams agent can have access to that. You just log in with your normal username, password. And then you can browse and upvote ideas that are more relevant to you. You can search what's already been out there. So you could search chatbot in there and find out if somebody's already suggested that. And then sometimes they'll go in there and they'll mark it, oh, this is planned, or we're working on it now, or whatever, and they kind of keep everybody updated. Like, I really love that website. It's nice to know kind of what's coming out and what's going to happen.
Okay.
So there's a lot of these things though, like make a call, like you just click on them and then it just puts it in there. And then it's just a task. It creates a task that says, hey, you're going to need to make a phone call. And then this task will show up if you put them on the SmartPlan. Then when this task comes up, it'll just drop it in your task. So when you log in for the day, you have your task is right here up in the top. So it'll say, hey, this is the stuff that you need to do today. So today I'm going to call Walter, Robert, and Deborah. And those are going to be done. I don't know why it's got them past due and that's weird. So
It's not a call, it'll do automated emails.
the emails will send automatically and text messages if you have the Twilio account set up. They will also. It's called Twilio. Yeah, or Twilio. I don't really know, but it's available in your settings. If you go into your settings here, you can connect the Twilio and go through there, create the account and everything. Like I said, it's a fairly inexpensive. It's $1 a month for a custom phone number, which is a local number. I feel like you get an Austin, Texas number to start off with, and then if you add another number, the Austin, Texas number is supposed to go away, but sometimes if you add a custom number, there'll be two of them. If you have two of them on there, the first one, the original one, is what's going to send the messages. You have to message Twilio and say, I need you to remove this number. I have this other phone number that I would like to use, and then they'll do whatever they need on the back end. I don't know why it's not automated, but
What does it cost? Is it a monthly cost or is it
it's $1 a month for a custom number, and then it's 0.007 cents per text message sent and received. So $20 a month, or $20 gets you about 2,000 text messages. But so you prepay like $20, put it on your account, and then it just uses that. But then also it takes the $1 a month from that as well. And then when it gets down to like 10 or 15 bucks, or 10 bucks, or 5 bucks, or whatever it is, it refills to $20. So far, I've been using it for 3 months, and I've only spent $30. So.
So when you do the custom number, can you put in the number that you're already using? Or
No, because it's your number that you're already using is assigned to you currently.
I just wish that they could forward it.
Yes, it would be nice if it could be more of a number masking or something, so that it would seem like the number is coming to yourself from your cell phone or from a number. That's the.
I mean, some of these people already, they know me.
I know.
Getting confused. Do you have that issue? People are confused?
Yeah, I don't know if you remember, I sent out a text message. I put all of the agents on a SmartPlan for my last class, and I feel like I don't know how many of you all texted me through Twilio. Cost me about $15 just to text, because people would send multiple texts. Like, my cell phone number. Like, I just said this is, in my thing, is like, this is not a made a text message, and I still got text messages back from almost everybody.
I probably did. It's
Yeah.
because I wasn't paying attention.
I know. Nobody does. So your clients, they're not going to pay attention either. They're just going
You
to
should charge us all.
text them. No.
Like anybody's gonna pay it.
Yeah, I know. I know. No, but your clients aren't going to pay attention either. They're just going to send you, like, oh, this is Chris. Like, you have to send your signature. You have to put your DRE number and your name in your text messages anyways. So you set that up on your Twilio, in your SmartPlan, or in your whatever, your Twilio thing, or through the command, and do it that way.
You gotta pay attention, just for anybody not using it, to what is actually being said, because you may not like what is being said, and you might wanna change it so it sounds like you.
Yeah. So definitely go through and definitely play with those, because a lot of them they're very generic. Because I mean, the way that they created these, KWRI created them is supposed to work for every single agent. So they are very basic and very generic. So
But I love it.
yeah, I go in there and I put them on
I like that. See, I would actually, people that know me and they get a text like, good day, stop, they would hear the accent and I wish I could make it talk.
What?
The text, when people go to, it would just talk to them. Good day, sir. Sorry, just had to throw that.
Yeah.
He hung up on me.
Oh, well,
How rude.
who was it?
Ponce and Ponce Real Estate Associates, they're in San Bernardino,
Mhm.
actually on on Redland Boulevard in San
Yeah,
Bernardino.
I get their ads all the time.
Huh?
I see their ads all the time.
Well, he called me specifically trying to recruit me.
What a mistake.
Did you recruit
I
him?
know. Oh, yeah.
Good for you. I'm
You
so
got,
proud of
I
you.
just took my jacket off, so I'm not going anywhere.
All right, so
He hung up because he was scared that you were gonna change it, like totally convert him over here.
that's pretty much it. Any more questions? Any more concerns? I'm gonna go look for that chat bot on that ideas thing. I feel like that's a good idea.
And there's a half a dozen different programs and apps out there that are chatbots that you can use. I was starting to get one ramped up with the marketing guy over there at Caldwell, and then made the change, so I don't know if they'll let him help me anymore.
Alrighty, well then we'll end this, and that will be that.
Sorry.
You should be. Trying to teach a class here,
She
Jeanette.
apologizes for that because in your shouting.
I know.
No, I was really going when I came in here. I'm sorry. I had to have something to eat. I was just getting breakfast because I was so hungry, and that guy called, and I was just like, oh, good.
I know. Everybody on YouTube heard it, and by everybody I mean nobody.
Hi,